Tulsa looks good on you, your one-stop resource for all things Tulsa. Well, hey there, it's Jennie Wolek with the Wolek Group. Tulsa looks good on you. Tulsa looks so neat and tidy and organized on Aubry and Lauryl with Stay Golden Organizing. I think everyone could use some tips and tricks when it comes to organizing their life, which I feel like kind of helps me a little bit more organized in my mind when I have a clean space. So we just want to learn from you guys. Who are you and how'd you get started in this business?
So I'm Aubry and I'm Lauryl, and we are the faces behind Stay Golden Organizing. We launched our business in June of 2020. So in the heat, not really heat of COVID, but a little bit when things were looking up and people were a little more comfortable with having people come in their home to service them. So we were ready to launch in February of 2020, and then COVID happened and we decided we should not be helping people in their homes. But we are just two college friends that were former teachers, and we sat down to catch up at dinner one time, and we created this idea of being professional organizers because we both had lived together multiple times through college and just realized that we could really help people.
Are you finding that people, clearly you're having a successful business so far, so you found that this was a need and you're finding success in it. What have been some of the high points since launching your business?
You gonna go for it?
You got it.
Well, we were both teachers. So when we started this in June of 2020, we taught full-time and organized full-time. So we would literally teach all day, and we would go to clients' houses in the afternoons and evenings and on the weekends. And so I would say a high point is that our business is it's taken off, and we have found such a need for people to need organization in their homes. And so we retired from teaching after that year. So we've taken it full-time now for 2 years. And we've just noticed a lot of repeat clients. Like we go in and we totally transform a space, and we make it look beautiful and organized and custom labels and all the things. Our goal is to make it magazine worthy in the end. And so when we've done that, a lot of clients will rehire us for other spaces.
I love it. So I know how your name came to be, and it's really sweet and cute. And I also just thought, like it's a Tulsa thing, the Golden Driller and Stay Gold, Pony Boy, like that's what I think about with Golden. But what's your little connection with Golden?
So Aubry and I both love our dogs. We're obsessed with them.
We don't have human children. They are our children.
Yes. So Aubry has 2 golden doodles and I have 2 golden retrievers. So we kind of put those together to come up with Stay Golden.
So cute. So cute. Okay. So just so we can have some things people can take away from their time of hanging out with us today, what are some tips you could give them that they could go do themselves? And then later on, of course, give you guys a call to come help them as well. But what's something they can just take away from our time here?
Well, we always say to start small. Start with something. Don't try to tackle your entire pantry all at once or your entire closet all at once. That's just too much. So start with a drawer or a little, entryway space that's been driving you crazy. And that usually gives people the bug to keep going. But we also post on our Instagram once a week a tip. We call it Tip Tuesday. We have this cute little intro where we come in and share the tip. And so those are always really small, achievable tips too, that we hit anywhere from, like last month was moving tips if you're moving, but then we've also we'll focus on one space for the month and just kind of share a tiny tip that anybody can do in their own homes.
I love it. So if somebody reached out to you today, what's your typical timeline that you would be able to get out, meet with them, set up an appointment? Do you first do a little mini consultation and then come back and attack the project? How's that work?
Yeah. So when people reach out, we always start with a consult. So this gives us a chance to meet the client, see their space in person, and talk about their goals. At this point, we also take measurements of their space because we really pride ourselves on finding products that are going to fit their space perfectly. And then after that, we sit down and order the products, and then we'll come back at a later date to organize.
And do you do basements?
That's a great question. We don't have a lot of homes with basements here in Tulsa. My boyfriend's and I have family in Kansas City, and like every house there has basements. So to answer your question, yes, we can tackle it, but
I just am thinking of like my biggest pain point in my home right now. It's that like out of sight, out of mind. And I bet a lot of people have those spaces. They just are going to close the door because it's too much to take. So this is when they really need to reach out to you to give a consult, to give them some advice,
sure.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, what would be the best way for people to find you? Obviously, they can hop on your Instagram and get some tips each week, but what are other ways to learn a little more?
Be sure to check out our website. We have our story there and a lot of frequently asked questions, and that's just staygoldenorganizing.com. And then we're also on Facebook, and you can email us with any questions too.
I love it. Anything else you guys want to share before we hop off?
I don't think so. We really loved working in Tulsa and getting to know Tulsa families. Like being teachers, we connected so much with kids and their families, and we didn't realize that we would be able to do the exact same thing here in Tulsa. So we love what you're doing. We love Tulsa businesses and getting to know other people. So thank you for having us.
Well, you're so very welcome. We love supporting our local business owners, and we can't wait to see you continue to thrive through this new world of helping people get organized. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. See ya.
See ya.